Want to be better at MK1?
Yeah.
Want to be just like me?
No.
Stop. Because you're not going to be dressing like me anytime soon. Because this is like Amari, this is Gucci, and this is Balenciaga.
Wow.
So that's not anytime soon, partner. But with the fighting games, I could help you. Free of charge. I won't teach you how to become a pro, but I'll teach you how to hang in there as a noob, as a rookie, as a beginner. In Mortal Kombat, you have a wide cast of characters to select from. I know the most, obvious ones to go with is, Scorpion, Johnny Cage. They look very flashy, very nice. But if you're starting out, I highly suggest you play Sub-Zero. Why? Because he's the GOAT. For the cameos, you really can't pick anyone. There are some that I would just avoid, like this old dude. But if you want to be saved, like if you want like a big hulking man.
What? Bro, I'm out, man.
If you want to be safe, because in fighting games, there's things that are safe and not safe. In most fighting games, to get a lot of damage and to, pummel your opponent, you need to do no moves. Things are not safe because, they're high risk, high reward. But with the introduction of cameos, I suggest you choose a cameo that kind of saves you most of the time. One I choose is Goro. Goro, he just immediately just gets in there and just saves you. And if you want to be complex with him, you can. But like I said, this is a beginner's guide. Just press one button and he comes in there and he saves you. There's going to be 4 combo strings I want you to know. There's some that you can add to your arsenal, but they're not really that important. Like kind of like this one. It's not like, you need to know. But there are 4 that I want you to just get down. The first one. Do you see how far Sub-Zero went? Look at the floor. It hits basically full screen. The combo does end with the low, which is this part. But look how far you can get with the second hit. And you can get a whole combo from this. This second hit, and they're both mids. These both attack mid, but let's focus on that second hit. You can get a whole combo off this. This is something really important to get down, and especially that it ends with a low, which is very important. This can just throw your opponents off guard, because some people don't really see this combo online too much, because Sub-Zero is not really a popular character. I'll get into that at the end of the video. Now the second one you want to get down is this one. It ends as an overhead. You can also combo off this, you guys. So the other one ended as a low. This one ended as an overhead. One thing I want to add for this one, which is why I really like it, not only does it end as an overhead, but if you just go down one immediately, there's some time where you can't really do that down one, but it's really good because you guys see with the overhead pushback, you see that little pushback, and he has this perfect down one where he kind of has an icicle and gives him more range, so you can just control the game with this stupid little. The game is basically yours if you can just do this. Some people will kind of break out of it because some characters kind of have like these fast special moves or fast attacks, so it all depends, but most of the time you will control the game with just this. Now the third one is this one. You don't need to really remember this one. It's a pretty good move. It ends as an overhead. Some people won't really see that sometimes online because this isn't really used online too much. Now the 2 most important things to get down. This double low. Some people really won't, people are just gonna block the first low, but 2 lows, it's crazy. You can't really get a combo with this. Well, I'm gonna get into that in a second. Now the other one, it's an overhead. It's a high damage overhead launcher. But the problem with that one is that it's really slow. They can easily just interrupt your attack. And like I said about the no-no, the stuff that are not safe, I'm gonna immediately just click down one, which is this move. You can hear my controller. Hold on one more time. See how long it took for me to do that? Now let's just do this one. This was pretty quick, you guys. See how I immediately went to that down one? Or this one. So yes, this is very unsafe, but it is your launcher. But I will talk about, you know, Goro in a second. And how he just nullifies this flaw completely.
Oh shit.
Now let's get into the special moves. The ice ball. If someone tries to zone you with this, and you guys get a little trade-off, you know, that happens sometimes. If you get a trade-off with the ice ball, the game is yours. Or does not the game, but essentially the zoning just comes to a halt. You don't even need a slide. Look how much time you have. If they just get caught slipping once, or if you guys trade, it's just a whole combo on your side. And now on top of that zoning I was talking about, because you will come across zoning in this game. It's inevitable. A full screen, 1 second, and you're already to your opponent. Slide. Come on. How quick is that? Full screen and it's low. And if they use their projectiles like this one, for example, someone just doing projectiles, if you time it, you can slide right under it and just go and slam them on the floor. How amazing is that? The slide is not just meant for catching your opponents off guard and closing the distance. It is a combo ender. It's probably going to be your main combo ender. There's 2 combo enders he has. Sub-Zero. Most of your combos will end with the slide. But on top of all that, if you just waste one tiny little bar, you get hyper armor. What is hyper armor? Hyper armor is when you just eat right through it. You just ram right through it. You don't care about your health. You're not gonna be like, oh. You see how Reptile is like, oh my god, stop slapping me in the face. Little wuss. Look at him, just a wuss. He's like, oh my god. Hyper armor just basically says, let me take the damage, but I'm going right through it. You see how we just go right through it, guys? Hyper armor is usually used when the opponent is getting a little wonky. They're getting a little confident. They're coming at you with all they got. So that's where the beauty of this hyper armor comes in. This slide. This low attack hyper armor. Most hyper armors are usually a mid or a high. This one is a low. Guys. When you're in the corner, people are going to be aggressive. And now the hyper armor low, now they're in the corner, and now you're aggressive. And you win the game. That's it. Isn't that just amazing? How are you not going to pick up Sub-Zero after that revelation? One of the reasons why I think you should play Sub-Zero is actually because of this one move. The Ice Clone. It has a recharge. It won't show you a recharge, but you can kind of feel it. It's like 7 seconds, like 8 seconds, kind of like that. It sounds pretty long, and it is, but it is OP if Sub-Zero just can spam it. Come on. If they walk into it, if they get too aggressive, you basically control the whole map. You see all this gold? It's mine, because I control this map. I control the battle. If they want to slide into it, they can. If they want to walk into it, it can also protect you from projectiles. It will just take the blow and break. Beautiful. But you can also do it in the air. So if you're like having this like anime mid-air duke out, boom. Or if you need more time in the air, like he's doing a fatal blow and you're like, oh my god, I'm in the air. You just and now you have more time in the air and you can kind of like I was one time playing this game. I was about to lose, he was about to lose. We were both low HP. He threw a projectile and I was landing right on it. So you know what I did? You saw that? I had more time in the air and I went back. And then I still lost the game, but you know, I saved me from that moment. And now let's just say the ice clone like just kind of like feels a little risky and just attacks you. He also has this special move. It's a nice goes to projectiles, not full screen, but it's pretty good screen. Little ice clone charge. You can add combos with this, as I can just show you. But he does end combos with it, but it's usually the slide, because you know you're always just sliding in to end the combo, you know what I'm saying. He does have this special move, but it does only like 20 damage, and if you do the enhanced version to like actually combo with it, you just get less damage overall. So I just recommend staying far away from it, because I hate it and I don't like it and it's stinky. But it's good to have in your arsenal, I guess. It's full screen. Like, you can catch them off guard, I guess. And it's a mid. It's not like a low or it's not a high. It's a good little mid. Since you are a beginner and you're kind of new to the fighting game genre or Mortal Kombat, you will jump around a lot. It's inevitable. We're all, like, everybody who's new to the game, new to fighting games, they always love jumping around. Like, you can't resist it. So that's why you have this nice little move to add with it. It's a mid, it does pretty good damage. You can end combos with it if you're doing like a little air combo. It's a nice little arsenal to have, but with the enhanced version you can just start combos with it. You saw how he was in the air? I was just a little far away. But look, you can do more like insane combos with it, but I'm gonna just keep it simple. Now, the reason why Sub-Zero is that guy that you need to play, now that we have it all together, the 50-50s. Like I said, this ended with the low, if you guys remember. This ended with the hot overhead. This ended with the overhead. This is a low. This is an overhead. Now let's put that all together, but let's add a special cancel with the slide, which is a low and unreactable too. Guys, look at this. Oh, am I going overhead? Nope, low. Am I going overhead? Nope, low. Now guys, look at this. Overhead, low. Together. Come on. Come on, you guys. And now you have the predicament. Like, let's just say you're unsafe. Look, I'm very unsafe here. He's gonna get a full combo reptile. Now, what if you catch them blocking that first overhead, and you're like, man, I'm screwed. So you go immediately cancel to a low. And now you just have them on the floor and you can just do whatever. Now if you combine all your special moves with your 50-50s, you have some crazy combos, some crazy unexpected things to do to your opponent. But I'm forgetting the cameo.
Let's do this.
The cameo that can help me get into combos.
Yes.
The cameo that can save me. The cameo that can just do an unblockable. The cameo that can extend combos when I can't really extend combos. I can't do a combo with that. Wait. Wait, is the 50-50s even more deadly now? Because all you had to really fear for was the overhead, right? Because that's the only launcher. But when I have a low launcher, a double low launcher to a good amount of combo, that just makes the 50-50s even more crazy. I can do even more high damaging combos. 35%, 0 bars.
You what?
Wait, the hyper armor that gets me out of the sticky situation and puts my opponent in my previous sticky situation, aka the corner, and I can combo off that and get some pretty decent damage off that. No freaking way. And just a little side note, with this little move, you can add some variations like this one. You see how this kind of ends the same? So this has that one animation. So you can kind of trick your opponents like, oh, I'm going high, but really it's going to end up as a low. And it's pretty quick, and they're pretty safe, I would say. Also, to end all off, his Fatal Blow has some pretty good range. One thing to add is that I know I sound like Sub-Zero's PR team. I'm just promoting Sub-Zero. I'm hyping him up. But his damage output is pretty low. And that's okay because most of his combos doesn't use bar. But when he does use bars, like this one, he just gets even less damage. It does suck that he doesn't really get as much damage. And they could fix that by giving him, you know, things to use with his bars to give him more damage. But he doesn't. So I'm the type of player to always break from combos, not use my bars to, you know, get more damage. So this kind of works well for me, but for other players, I don't know how you guys are gonna like that. But just stick with Sub-Zero as a base and kind of learn his ice clone and how to control the game, and then go on and play someone like Omni-Man and Melina, you know, have all those fun high damaging bar wasting exhaust bards. Yeah, you guys get it. But he does provide some pretty good damage, and with 0 bars, just give you more bars to escape and kind of win the match. That is Sub-Zero. I hope you guys get better. I really suggest you play him. He's really fun. Like the ice clone. Come on. Imagine if someone just jumps right into it. There's nothing they can do, and it's so funny. It's really fun to play Sub-Zero. I suggest you play him, even if you're like not new to the game. Like, come on, this ice clone. It's just the funniest. I love the ice clone. It's really fun to play with. It's really good to kind of get a feel for this game and how it works and how it plays out. And also just fun and good, and can extend your combos like this. So things like the ice clone and the slide just make Sub-Zero really fun to play. I suggest you play him, win some games. If you don't, then it's your fault. Get better.
For more hours, quit your job, quit school, slap your mom, tell her to feed you.
Oh, crap.